Ancient Egypt. The name conjures images of towering pyramids, enigmatic sphinxes, and powerful pharaohs. This civilization, nestled along the fertile banks of the Nile River, flourished for millennia, leaving behind a legacy that continues to captivate and intrigue us. But what led to the decline of this once mighty empire? How did a civilization that achieved such cultural and scientific heights fade into the annals of history? This essay delves into the complex tapestry of factors that contributed to the fall of ancient Egypt. We will explore the cultural, scientific and political changes that gradually eroded the foundations of this ancient civilization, ultimately leading to its demise. The Arab conquest of Egypt in the 7th century CE marked a pivotal turning point, ushering in a new era that would reshape the cultural and religious landscape of the region. Join us as we journey back in time to unravel the mysteries surrounding the fall of ancient Egypt. Through examining the historical events, cultural shifts, and scientific transformations that unfolded over centuries, we can gain a deeper understanding of how this once great civilization met its end. The story of ancient Egypt is a tale of both triumph and tragedy, a reminder that even the most enduring empires are not immune to the relentless march of time. Imagine a world where towering pyramids pierce the sky, their polished surfaces reflecting the brilliance of the desert sun. This was ancient Egypt, a land of innovation and splendor. For over 3,000 years, the ancient Egyptians carved out an empire along the life-giving Nile River, their civilization flourishing amidst the harsh desert landscape. The ancient Egyptians were renowned for their architectural prowess, evident in the majestic temples and colossal statues that adorned their cities. They developed a sophisticated system of writing, preserving their knowledge and beliefs for millennia to come. Their advancements in mathematics, astronomy, and medicine were unparalleled in the ancient world. The annual flooding of the Nile River, predictable and life-giving, was central to their existence. It deposited fertile silt along the riverbanks, enabling the Egyptians to cultivate crops and sustain a large population. This agricultural abundance, combined with their ingenuity and resourcefulness, allowed them to create a vibrant and enduring civilization. From the rulers to the artists, from the priests to the farmers, the ancient Egyptians left an indelible mark on human history. Their achievements in art, architecture, engineering and science continue to inspire awe and wonder. But as with all empires, ancient Egypt's time in the sun would eventually come to an end. The centuries leading up to the Arab conquest witnessed a gradual decline in ancient Egypt's fortunes. Once a unified and powerful empire, Egypt found itself increasingly vulnerable to external threats and internal strife. The once mighty pharaohs, considered to be divine rulers, saw their authority diminish as internal conflicts and foreign invasions weakened their grip on power. The Roman conquest of Egypt in 30 BCE marked a turning point in the civilization's history. Egypt became a province of the vast Roman Empire, its rulers replaced by Roman prefects. While Roman rule brought a period of stability and prosperity, it also led to the erosion of Egyptian culture and traditions. The Romans, eager to assimilate their newly acquired territories, introduced their own customs, language, and religious practices. The rise of Christianity within the Roman Empire dealt a further blow to traditional Egyptian religion. As Christianity spread throughout the empire, it gradually supplanted the worship of ancient Egyptian gods and goddesses. Temples were closed, rituals abandoned, and the ancient faith slowly faded from prominence. By the time the Arab armies arrived in the 7th century CE, Egypt was a shadow of its former self. The once unified empire was fragmented, its people weary from centuries of foreign rule. The arrival of the Arabs would usher in a new era, one that would irrevocably alter the course of Egyptian history. In the 7th century CE, a new force emerged from the Arabian Peninsula, Islam. Inspired by the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, Arab armies swept across North Africa, carrying with them their new faith and a desire to spread its message. In 640 CE, under the command of the general Amr bin al-As, the Arab armies reached Egypt. The Arab conquest of Egypt was swift and decisive. The Byzantine rulers, weakened by internal divisions and exhausted from years of conflict, offered little resistance. Alexandria, the capital of Roman Egypt and a renowned center of learning, fell to the Arabs after a 14-month siege. The arrival of the Arabs marked a turning point in Egyptian history. Islam, with its message of monotheism and social justice, resonated with many Egyptians, particularly those who had been marginalized under Roman rule. The Arabs, eager to consolidate their control over their newly conquered territories, implemented policies that encouraged conversion to Islam. The Arab conquest brought significant changes to Egyptian society. Arabic gradually replaced Greek and Coptic as the language of administration and scholarship. Islamic law and customs were introduced, gradually transforming the legal and social landscape. The conquest marked the beginning of a new chapter in Egyptian history, one in which Islamic culture and traditions would play a dominant role. Section 5: Cultural Transformations, the Gradual Shift in Egyptian Society. The Arab conquest of Egypt was not merely a political takeover, it was a cultural transformation that unfolded over centuries. The arrival of the Arabs brought with it a new language, a new religion, and a new way of life. This new culture did not entirely replace the old, but rather intertwined with it, creating a unique blend of Arab and Egyptian traditions. Arabic, the language of the Quran and the conquerors, gradually became the dominant language of administration, commerce, and scholarship. While Coptic, the language of the ancient Egyptians, continued to be spoken, its use declined over time. This linguistic shift had a profound impact on Egyptian culture, as it facilitated the transmission of Islamic ideas and values. The adoption of Islam by a growing number of Egyptians further transformed the religious landscape of the country. Mosques sprang up in cities and towns, their minarets punctuating the skyline. The teachings of Islam, with its emphasis on monotheism, social justice, and charitable giving, resonated with many Egyptians, leading to a gradual decline in the practice of Christianity. Section 6: The Waning Light of Knowledge, the Decline of Ancient Egyptian Science. Ancient Egypt was renowned throughout the ancient world for its scientific achievements. The Egyptians developed sophisticated systems of mathematics, astronomy, and medicine, making significant contributions to human knowledge. However, the centuries following the Arab conquest witnessed a gradual decline in scientific inquiry and innovation. The destruction of the Library of Alexandria, a repository of ancient knowledge, is often cited as a symbol of this intellectual decline. While the exact circumstances surrounding its destruction remain a subject of debate, its loss represented a significant blow to the preservation of ancient texts and knowledge. The rise of Islamic scholarship, while contributing greatly to the advancement of knowledge in other parts of the world, did not initially prioritize the study of ancient Egyptian texts or scientific traditions. The focus on religious studies and the translation of Greek philosophical and scientific works took precedence. The decline of ancient Egyptian science was not solely due to external factors. The gradual erosion of the Egyptian language and culture played a role in the transmission of knowledge, as fewer people could read hieroglyphs or understand the intricacies of ancient Egyptian thought. Much of that knowledge was lost or forgotten. Section 7: Whispers in the wind, the fading echoes of the Pharaohs. As centuries passed, the Pharaohs, once considered to be living gods, faded into distant memory. Their tombs, once places of reverence and pilgrimage, were plundered for their treasures. The pyramids, those enduring symbols of ancient Egyptian power, stood silent, their secrets buried beneath tons of stone. The once vibrant cities of ancient Egypt, once bustling with life and activity, fell into disrepair. Temples, stripped of their former glory, lay in ruins, their walls adorned with faded hieroglyphics that few could decipher. The sands of the desert, relentless in their advance, slowly encroached upon the remnants of this once great civilization. The stories of the ancient Egyptian gods and goddesses, once passed down through generations, were gradually forgotten. The myths and legends that had once explained the natural world and human existence lost their relevance in a society transformed by new beliefs and traditions. The legacy of ancient Egypt, however, did not disappear entirely. Whispers of its former glory lingered in the tales told by storytellers, in the ruins that dotted the landscape, and in the echoes of a civilization that had once commanded the respect and admiration of the ancient world. Section 8. Legacy amidst the ruins, the enduring impact of ancient Egypt. While the fall of ancient Egypt marked the end of a civilization, its legacy continues to resonate throughout the world. The pyramids of Giza, the Sphinx, and the temples of Luxor stand as enduring testaments to the ingenuity, artistry, and ambition of the ancient Egyptians. Their achievements in art, architecture, engineering, and mathematics continue to inspire awe and wonder. The discovery of ancient Egyptian tombs and artifacts in the 19th century sparked a renewed fascination with this ancient civilization. Scholars and archaeologists flocked to Egypt, eager to unlock the secrets of its past. The decipherment of hieroglyphics by Jean-François Champollion in 1822 opened up a new window into ancient Egyptian thought, culture, and history. Today, millions of people visit Egypt each year to marvel at the pyramids, explore ancient tombs, and learn about the civilization that flourished along the banks of the Nile River. Ancient Egypt continues to captivate our imaginations, its mysteries and wonders, inspiring countless books, films, and documentaries. Section 9. Conclusion: a civilization lost but never forgotten. The fall of ancient Egypt was a complex process, spanning centuries and involving a confluence of factors. Internal strife, foreign invasions, cultural transformations, and the decline of scientific inquiry all played a role in the demise of this once great civilization. The Arab conquest of Egypt in the 7th century CE marked a turning point, ushering in a new era that would reshape the cultural and religious landscape of the region. While ancient Egypt as a distinct civilization may have faded into the mists of time, its legacy continues to endure. The monuments, artifacts, and texts they left behind provide a glimpse into a world of grandeur, innovation, and enduring human spirit. The study of ancient Egypt allows us to connect with a distant past, to appreciate the achievements of a remarkable civilization, and to learn from its triumphs and failures. The story of ancient Egypt is a reminder that even the most powerful empires are not immune to the forces of history. It is a tale of cultural exchange, of the rise and fall of civilizations, and of the enduring power of human ingenuity and creativity. And so while ancient Egypt may be gone, its memory lives on, inspiring us to learn from the past and to shape a better future.